Hey YouTube, Sec Guy here. I want to talk today about a flashlight that I really like. They're not sponsoring me or anything like that. This is just a product I really like, same as with Swiss Army knives. And I would kind of say this is a Swiss Army knife of flashlights. It has a charging cord, which I'll get into that later, and then the flashlight. It's a Hybridlight. It's a 160 lumen hybrid solar flashlight. And then on the back, it has all your specifications and so on. Now, to show you how much I like this light, I have two more. One is a second gen and one is a first gen. This is the first gen light. There are just some minor differences in it, and I'll point those out when I get to them. But both of them are 6 inches long, 1 3/4 inches wide at the head. The solar panel is 3 inches long and 1 inch wide. As I said, it's 160 lumen, but the first time you turn it on, or the first time you push the button, is low. Then it's high. On low, it'll run for 12 hours. On high, on 160 lumens, it'll run for 6. Now, this can be charged in a couple different ways. One, with the solar power. I keep one in my office window so that I have a good flashlight all the time. I don't have to worry about changing out batteries. These things are really light. They only weigh about maybe 1.5 ounces. And I keep one in my bedroom window to charge. This third one I'm going to get charged up and keep that in my truck. Like I said, you can charge it using solar power, or if you want to charge it up a little bit more, you can use on the bottom, the cap comes off. It's got an O-ring, so this is waterproof. They say it's waterproof up to 1 meter into the water, about 3 feet. So if you dropped it into a mud puddle, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But the micro USB port, you can use a cell phone charger and charge this up. Or you can plug it into a car charger for a cell phone into the micro USB and charge it up. You can take the cord and put the micro USB into a phone and plug the USB port, and you can charge your cell phone if you're out in the woods or someplace, or there's a power outage or whatever. You can charge up your cell phone. It's not going to be real fast, but you'll be able to charge it up when you have lack of power, during an emergency or something. You can use this to charge up your phone. That's another reason I've got multiple ones, is in an emergency, like there's a power outage or whatever, if I need to charge up my phone during the daytime, I can, and then still have a flashlight to use. These lights, like I said, are very handy. Now, I was saying this is a first generation light. This is a second generation light, and it has the low power, high power, and then flashing. That'll come in handy like on the truck. If I'm using one of my other lights, I can put this up on top of the truck, face it back behind me if I'm on the road, and have that flashing light as a warning for oncoming traffic. It'll hold a charge for years. The guy I bought it from told me that he's known them to last up to 5 to 7 years on a single charge. and that's it being charged and then thrown into like your glove compartment or something where it's not getting any light once it's fully charged. Right now, as I said before, that's showing a red light. It's charging off the room light. Once it gets fully charged, and I've done this with my first generation one, plugged it into my cell phone charger and charged it up and gotten a green light. But not constantly, but I use it fairly often. Just today I had a power outage here at the house for about an hour or two, and I had to go into a room that had no windows to get some paper towels or something out of the pantry. Went and grabbed my light, was able to get the paper towels. Now they say that, and I've gone out in my yard at night with this flashlight and it reaches pretty far. On the specs they say it'll reach 180 meters. You can see something 180 meters away in the light. That you can drop it 1 meter, and I'll attest to that. I knocked this off shelves, dropped it, and so on from waist high, and still functioning. And I've had it out in the rain. Haven't dropped it in any water, but they say that it'll go up to 1 meter depth, about 3 feet depth in water, and it won't affect it. It's water resistant up to 1 meter. So it's a really good light. I can't say enough about it. Very multifunctional. I live in Tornado Valley, so you never know when you're going to need a good flashlight. And having the ability to be able to charge up your phone when the power's out so that you can stay in communications with people is quite handy. That's about it for my review of the Hybridlight. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.